Well, cats on synthesizers, not in space. Where did he go? He just had to do that, didn't he? He's not a lap cat. He does not want to spend too much time on my lap, but he wants to be there for a little. I think I've got my own hair or his hair on my nose now. Really itchy. Where is he? Just furball. That's where you are. Hey, beautiful people. Welcome to Jamming in Jimjams with me, your host, Jason, on this flabulous Sunday evening where I am still full of cold. In fact, the cold I had on Tuesday got worse. I had to take sick days. Actually went home halfway through Wednesday. Felt so bad. And yeah, I've had a bit of a rough weekend with it. But I'm here. I've got some lovely licorice tea to help soothe my throat because it's super sore. You can probably hear my voice is not its usual sonorous self. Thank you, Steve. Yeah, me too. It's not been fun, and I've had more naps than my grandparents used to take this weekend. So there we go. Hey Simon, how you doing? Didn't you have a birthday last week? Did I see that? Happy birthday. Happy birthday if you did. Inhibited High, Tom, Andy, Steve, Tom again, and wherever you are. If you're still lurking, how you doing? So, yeah, been an interesting weekend. How have we all? Hello, Linux Bender. Hello, welcome. I think my glasses are steaming up because of my hot forehead. That sounds like a. Why is it this? Oh, sorry, it seems tardy. I spent a long time sorting out a lot of the studio, and it was so cold earlier, or maybe it's just the cold, shivering. But yeah, anyway, so there we go. So who's in the chat? So see, we've done that already. Weekend has been loads of live streams. Yeah, by loads of them. Yeah, exactly. That's quite cool. Enjoyed seeing. I was setting up this afternoon, and I had to go out and cook. By the time I came back, Davi's streamed today, and I had to leave, and I came back and it finished, unfortunately. I'm missing a coaster. Where are my coasters? Where's my Wrexham Lager coaster? Where's my? It's not good, is it? It's not what we expect. I'm going to use my my Big Lebowski mouse mat. This is a new tabletop, which let's talk about the tabletop. Paul Holmes, hello, the tabletop. I've got two of these. One's slightly bigger than the other, small space, so one's a little shorter. This is the little shorter one. What I thought would be really good, and I talked about this a while ago, so I actually have, I've cut a section out of this tabletop so I can rack mount gear. And obviously what you heard at the beginning was the JV1080. The only thing is it's a little bit on the short side, and as you can see, I perhaps needed to have made it a bit bigger. Anyway, but that's this, this is my prototype sort of rack mount. Hang on, let's get that back in. Sorry, I'm just talking to you and you can't see me. So that's the play for today. Because I was doing this, being ill, you shouldn't DIY, should you? But I got so many projects on the go that I kind of had to. So I took the lead and did this yesterday. And it felt really good to be actually doing it and getting it set up. So whilst I was going to return the Microfreak and the Nymphes, I then decided that not only was going to rack mount the JV1080 for this week's World of Synth and have something, that I would also get an entry into this week's Hardware Jams, which I've just filmed earlier on. So fingers crossed that'll appear tomorrow night. But yeah, so that's kind of what I was doing. So as a result, because I was doing the jam, I decided that I was going to use these synths. The Nymphes came back out, the Digitone and the JV1080 with the Keystep Pro. So that's what we're going to be using tonight. Let's go back to that. So what's everyone drinking? Cocktails. Oh, Roland rack mount synth. Do you know, I've wanted a JV1080 for years. I worked in a music shop and I had loads of water. Ooh, that's good. It's like licorice and peppermint tea. Earl Grey, hot, yeah. Soothing to the throat. I like that. Cool. Cressy, hey, what are you drinking? Cider inhibited, nice. So you've just finished 2 litres of sweet cider. Wow. So that's kind of cool. Excellent. Yeah. Oh, that is definitely helping my sore throat. It was my second one I've had. I had one I was earlier. Waffing. Hey. Right. So, I don't know how. I mean, I've got a throat sweet in. I couldn't. I tried to do the Instagram story to sort of to promote this, and it's like I had 3 or 4 different attempts because. Oh, you're brewing a hardware jam and drinking green tea. I look forward to seeing that then. It has base too. Mine doesn't really have base. Good evening, man with beard. Good evening and welcome. What? So that's it. Mine's kind of Nordic, fjordic music. I think I've gone for. I think heaven and hell being a cold place. Cold, dark place. That's what I've gone for. But there we go. We'll see. Man without razor. No, just because he got a bit. Maybe he does have a razor. Maybe anyway. There it is, out on the wild tundra. Such a good sounding synth, though. Of course. So we've got everything on the table. That's another thing I wanted to do, isn't it? So we've got an FM synth. So we've got digital. We've got analog. Although because I wanted to do it in 432, don't ask why. Just because I think it sounds more calm. I do believe that 440 it's a bit hyped. So I think if you drop it to 243 to 432, it does seem a lot calmer. So doing ambience just seems natural to do it in that range. But I couldn't figure out how to tune the Nymphes, and I updated the software. So as well today. So it's been a busy day in the studio. What else have I done? Oh look, there's E's. By the way, that was crafted during last live stream from E. So she made that. So pride of place there with a nice bright yellow, sunshine yellow candy cord from my vaults. That TJ sound a little low from the synths. TJ? Bit low? Oh yeah. Well, maybe. It's atmospheric, so maybe. But voice is good, right? I can see the levels of the voice looks good. I think maybe we can. Simon Greatbatch, Duran, what is that about? Stay away from chords. That's my advice to anyone. Avoid chords when making music. That can also make it sound really sort of like 80s, unless that's what we're after. Okay, so. Oh my word, seriously, this is every few minutes my throat just seizes up. I haven't slept much either, so I'm a little bit delirious, so it's probably a good fun sort of evening. Moonhoppers. Girls on Moonhoppers. Oh, okay. Instead of Girls on Film. I get it. Nice. Okay. So, hell, not hell. Hell, like the beer. Or, isn't hell with one L? What? Oh, no, now I don't know. Isn't that a, I'm not going to say it because I could be wrong. Some sort of Nordic god ass. The Nords. Sounds good, doesn't it? So I had to learn how to use this as well earlier because I wanted to change some sounds and have it in multi-timbral mode. So I'm using the drums and 3 tracks from that. I mean, that's practically the same sound, isn't it? Eerie. That's just to fill the space. I realised later that I could have actually used that with the Nymphes, but no, that was earlier. Now it's now. Okay, I'm going to tuck my hair because it's in my eye. Remove my... Oh! So, having spent a long time this afternoon figuring out a jam for Hardware Jam, I'm a little bit void of ideas. So this is going to be a really... I don't know, it's going to be a really interesting one. Hey, Cornish! Right, okay, so how we had 30 minutes. Have I done all the usual stuff? We said hi to Jackson. We saw Jackson at the beginning. If you're just joining the conversation now, rewind to the beginning. Jackson just was on my lap and just decided to come on the... I think I followed his descent from the table. Nice. Hey, Richard. Right. So, I think it's time just to sort of slink away into the Nordic Tundra. Right. I wonder if I can just hold that. I love it. All right. Sit back and relax. We're going to get in there. That went to some interesting places, didn't it? Thank you very much. I had no idea. Thank you. Oh, thanks very much, guys. I was keeping an eye on it. Yeah, I did. Just hit C major at one point. It's like, what am I doing that for? It's in D. Thank you, Steve. Thanks, guys. Yeah. I wasn't all jammed out then, was I? Still pulled something out of the bag. I would like to know the JV1080 better because I wanted to change some of the sounds halfway through. I also don't know the Digitone as well as I'd like to know it, but I seem to be able to, at least I could change sounds on that halfway through, which you heard me do. Nymphes as well, you know, it's criminally underused in this jam just to make noises, but definitely, no, it's not, Simon, it's not going through the lexicon, but that's just there to fill the gap. I think just as a sort of a kind of, yeah, because it's a 3U with room for cables sort of slot, and I just needed it to be, you know, to yeah. So at the moment, I would have liked to have perhaps put the Nymphes through the lexicon, but it was just easy to hand, so I could grab it and throw it in there. Actually, I've got a Yamaha SPX 50D, which is an SPX 90 with distortion, which is just up there. It's huge because they always were, weren't they? That might have been a nice thing to have in there. Yeah, where's that coming from? Is it this? Yeah, it is that, isn't it? No, it's just buzzing now, like a fridge. Yeah, it is, isn't it? That's really annoying, isn't it? It's a regular host. I thought it was the Digitone when we started, and of course it's the Nymphes. I do have, which came with the Arturia Keylab, I've got a little a double thingy, so I think maybe that's the Keystep Pro USB connection. Yeah, Keystep Pro USB. Oh, yeah, this is fine. It was the Nymphes. It was the Nymphes. This is pretty good. I think they resolved after the Beatstep Pro was such a beast. But I have got, like I say, an adapter which will allow me to plug to. Oh no! Excuse me. Oh, it's so sore, my throat. Yeah. Yeah, it's difficult, isn't it? We've got all this lovely kit, and the convenience of having a socket, a USB socket on these devices is so great. But yeah, there's that ground loop stuff. I mean, I don't know if any of you are PC users, but we get it a lot in PC world as well. PC world. I didn't mean that. But, you know, in PC land. Yeah, the Keystep Pro is pretty clean. Unlike the Beatstep Pro, which is the beast. Yeah, absolutely. Gesundheit, thank you. Inhibited, thank you. Oh, shocking. Anyway, I digress. Yeah, we will keep it a short one tonight, because I'm feeling so flipping rubbish, and I've got to upload I've got to check the levels on my hardware jam, and upload it tonight before going to work tomorrow, so I've got a chance of getting in. Yeah. So Simon's got a JV1080. Who else has got any of the kit on the table? Anyone got any tips? Yeah, ground loop. It's a pain, isn't it? It really is a pain that you know, we've got all this kit, and I mean, you know, my show's been beset by technical issues since day one. And I think, you know, getting it to the point where actually you can hear my voice, it's in sync, and there's a decent volume on the you know, this has been a mission in its own right. So any little things that we've got coming our way now should be easy to resolve. And I do think I'm going to keep this on the desk for the show on Tuesday, because I think this might very, very well be, you know, I'm going to do the JV, but at least I'll try and figure out. Use the grounding dongle today and it's fine. Yeah. JV edit, right? Okay, because that's the thing that was doing my head in, Simon. I today is I don't have time to read manuals, and I don't have time to. How do I change the MIDI channel? How do I change the sound? How do I find how do I find a blank kind of multi? Where's the multi mode? And I'm not used to the Roland workflow. I haven't had. This is my first Roland in years. I'm trying to think what else I had that was. I had a U110 very, very long time ago, but that was awful. Really poor. Well, it was just sample and synthesis, wasn't it? So it was, but without the synthesis, it was just like a sample sounds. It was like a general MIDI thing, really, but not even. Yeah. Andy, I can write manuals, and I have done. I've written a couple for Arteria, actually. But as for reading them, I'm the worst. I'm absolutely the worst at reading manuals. Yeah. So there's some more stuff. The Phantom 06. Yeah, I think, Cressy, that's the thing, is if you get used to the sort of the way something works, and I don't know what was the last kind of sound module I had. I don't know. I don't recall anything really. I mean, I've got a Wave Station SR back there, which hasn't had much play. 802 TX 802, but that doesn't really count, does it? I suppose that's just FM synth. That was good fun. I like a paper manual too. I think it's nice to be able to thumb through the Pro 3. The Sequential Pro 3 manual is paper as well. I like that, so that's next to my bed. I think it's important to be able to sort of to encourage yourselves to sort of like to spend the time. Yeah, I need to play with that. I think I'll get that back on the desk as well, because I want to play with the sequencer and maybe see what I can do else around it. It's one of those kind of synths that's just sat there on the shelf behind, so you can see it. He says there. I can't work it out there. With a stylophone manual on top of it, which really does not need a manual. I like stuff that doesn't need a manual, I do. Anyway, I don't know why I'm doing that, but there we go. Right, I think we'll play a little bit more, and I'll sort of wind it down just because I'm feeling so rubbish, and talking is very hard, and I like to talk as well as play. So, chaining patterns, yeah, that's what I need to do with this. Is need to learn how to chain patterns so I can create music, not just noodles. I think this is as interesting as it has been to be able to do this. It took a little bit of preparation to get the bass line and the drums, but yeah, to actually maybe. Oh, synths. Okay, JV1080 stuff. Oh, okay. Well, I think your Simon, your suggestion of the editor, I'll definitely have to give that a go. But this is because I would know what I want out of it, and I think it's just be able to change things on the fly, isn't it? It's to be able to go, right, okay, well, this sound, where is it? Okay. But why is there so much reverb on that? How do I get rid of the reverb? So obviously I can go, he says, glasses off, behave. Doesn't that sound great? I'm not getting rid of it now. This toot is staying. I do like it though, even with the... Oh. Oh, okay, let's do this then. Oh. It's got a bit craft work. Okay. Okay. I want to tune it. Ah. Oh no, that's the wrong thing, isn't it? Oh, I see. I've turned the volume down, but not the effects. Nice. Synths. Okay, I'll check him out, definitely. Right. See, I don't know how to change the limit sound. Oh. Oh. Yeah. That's the parts. Common. Parts. Something very art of noise. A bit of jar there. Let's go a little bit, 1 bar loop. Oh, there you go. Oops, who put that in there? Oh, I'm recording, that's why. Just swing that a bit. Yeah, brings it back in, doesn't it? Future armor, anyone? Oh dear. It's very easy to get stuck in that 90s vibe, isn't it? Is it Simon that said you need the Gregorian chants? It's like suddenly, yeah, it is. Absolutely. Just completely 90s-tastic. What's still going on? Have we got something? Oh, just sitting there in its own, stewing in its own juices. Ah, there he is. He was Simon, yeah. Korg versus Roland for wavetable bottle sounds, built the 90s. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I think that'd be nice to get in there as well, and I think I'll do that for sure. Is we'll do an SR, a wave station SR kind of episode. I mean, it's easy now, isn't it? It's just easy to be able to do that. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you. Yeah, Steve, there is, and I think. Oh no, Simon, you're not. Is that the? Oh, okay. I think it's valid. You don't have to do anything, do you? That reminds me of the sound of the rover from The Prisoner at the end, which I think. That bit, which I think is part of a tape loop for the original sound effect for that show. There we go. It's a bit nice now. We are arguing about that now. Yeah, so there it is. A little jamming in Jimjams. Oh my goodness, my throat is. Yeah, I'm gonna have one last Port Myrian. Yeah, very, very good. The Myrion's a boy's name, yeah. And there's that story about John Wayne, who Welsh boy, obviously. And the story that his name's Marion, which is why he's so tough. It's not Marion, it's Myrion. It's a Welsh boy's name. So there we go. So Russell Crowe, Welsh. Don't know. It's like all the great people in the world are Welsh. See, that's what it is. Anyway, I could carry on. I make some really silly comments about who's Welsh. The thing about Russell Crowe is his grandparents are from Wrexham, so that's a local boy, Wrexham boy, same as Gaz. Are you? Why have I got fur on me, dude? Oh, it's this time of year they start molting, don't they? It's everywhere, and you're white as well. I can't have any black clothes ever. It's literally under my table. Right. Anyway, we have actually nearly done the hour. I've got the Blu-ray of The Prisoner, which I've had for years. Actually, it was one of the first Blu-rays I bought after Planet Earth. Planet Earth was the Blu-ray you had to buy, right? I've now got Ultra HD. Slowly, because it's expensive. Slowly buying second-hand ones, and I bought Planet Earth 2. Very recently because my daughter and I love it, and it just looks stunning in ultra high def. And of course, oh, Andy, you're having trouble with the internet? That's rubbish. I've got a really excellent connection. My, yeah, I think. Oh, what does it say? It doesn't actually tell me the numbers, but it says excellent. So, it's stream health. Anyway, sorry you got that. Oh. What was that? Was that Tom? I've got two cats. I think Tom tried to barge in through the door. Sorry, Tom. I've got it locked, mate. You can come in later. Right. Okay. The Morgan Freeman. No. It's still Morgan Freeman. That's a. I think he did. What's the one he did? I think he did. Yosemite, didn't he? All the times I've been to the States a lot over the years, working, and you never get to visit the places you want to go, and the sort of my love of the American countryside that appetite for that love has not been sated at all. So I need to figure that out at some point. But yeah, Yosemite I think was one that Morgan Freeman did. It's It's bloody... No, I think it's your internet. I don't think it's the computer. He's got to speak and spell. There's some fighting going on in the chat. I like that. It's quite fun. Anyway, thanks guys. I'm gonna sort of round this off now because my voice this is really sore. It's difficult for me to I'm still on a dial up 56k. Oh my goodness. I worked in a computer shop in the 90s. And that all happened because of learning how to build a PC. Thanks guys. Right. I'll play us out with some, I don't know, just a little bit of what we've been playing with. I might just cheekily go back to the pattern that I was doing for, I don't even know if it's even here. Yeah, let's just do that. This isn't it at all. What's this? I don't know what that is. That sounds like Prince now, doesn't it? It's like got really rigid. Right. That's so weird. What is that? Burp. Vic and Bob. Or is it this? Okay. Thanks, guys. Again, as always, appreciate you stopping by and spending the last moments of your weekend with me before we fade out into oblivion and wake up for the next wonderful week ahead. Thanks again. Remember to like, subscribe, share the video, and I'll see you all as much as I can in Hardware Jams tomorrow night, and then here on Tuesday. Oh, thank you, Steve. Yeah, it's got to be better. Yeah, Andy, I'll be bringing my germs to Synthfest.